Hello guys, welcome back to the Phil Salvage Rebuilds. And another car. This is the Peugeot 208 we've been waiting for probably 3 weeks again from Copart. And it finally turned up today. So I'm going to take you around it, have a quick look at it, have a look what the damage is, and get kind of a plan. So yeah, the front end, I don't think there's anything salvageable on this front end really. The bumper, I'm not 100% sure about the bumper yet. There's a little bit of damage there, that can be repaired, no problem, and painted, but I don't know about all tabs and stuff that hold on the grille. So I'm going to hold off judgment on the bumper and just say for now that I probably need a new one. And if I don't, okay. So yeah, if it is good, the bumper, then it's good. So we definitely need both headlights. The lenses have gone on both, and I'm sure multiple mounting points. These are the projector lights as well, so they're probably going to be a bit more expensive. That's one side. Again, the lens on this one broke. We need all the grills, the chrome trim round. We're going to want a bonnet, full rad pack, crash bar, front carrier, passenger wing. This door looks to be okay. Windscreen smashed. Driver's wing. Yeah, sorry I keep cutting in and out. Everyone's become an avid dog walker these days, so I have to keep stopping to let dog walkers come past. So anyway, yeah, driver's wing trashed. Unfortunately this door's been opened and they've bent the end round, so we're going to want a driver's door. All the rest of it round the back looks to be perfectly fine. It's dirty, it just needs a wash, but I think it all looks okay. There's a tiny little mark there, but I don't think we'll be worrying about that too much. Passenger side, all again, looks okay. All the alloys perfectly fine. Yes, another dog walker. Again, alloys fine. It looks like it had new tyres recently. Yeah, tyres look all new, all round. Tiny bit of curbing on the driver's front. Not too bad otherwise. So have a look under the bonnet. Bit of carnage under here. So yeah, it's had a decent whack on the front. All the light tabs are snapped. And snap there. All the rad pack is hard up against the engine, and it shifted the engine back a little bit on the mounting there. That should be in the middle, but it does run, so I suspect if we get all this front panel off, the engine will probably settle back to where it should be then. So this was down as a run, but it had no mention of driving, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first of all, we'll have a look inside. Oh, I don't want to do that. Right. So we've got steering wheel airbag, dashboard's blown unfortunately. I did know all this, don't get me wrong obviously, but so we're going to need a new dash, new steering wheel airbag. The seat belts in the front are going to be knackered, yep, they're both need changing. can't see anything else in here. See, it's a clean car, but you know, it's a 2018 plate. It's only, what is it? It's only 18-month old, so it should be a clean car. Has done a bit of mileage for an 18-month-old car, so it's some little rep car or something, isn't it? I think. Let's get the lights on. So it's done 33,000 miles, so it's definitely been used. And like I said, it does run. It just rumbles a little bit. Start it up for you. So it vibrates like hell because that engine's, you know, been pushed back a bit. So turn that off for now. Wow. So it's got all the touch screen, so thingamajig, stereo and stuff. Quite funky. I don't know if it has nav. Has it got nav? Alright, okay, so you basically put the navigation from your phone onto it and then it works. Where's the wipers on? There. Okay. Diagnosis. Alright, okay. So it's due a service in 6,000 miles. Alright, okay. Tyre pressure's fine. Enough of that. Oh, didn't want to do that. So yeah, inside, it's alright. It's alright. Now, this car, like I said, was down as a run, but it didn't have any mention of driving. So when it got dropped off, strangely enough, the gear stick wasn't engaging anything like it is now, because the gearbox cable was pulled off the bottom of it for your forward and backwards movement. Left and right, you can see the gearbox cable there. It's fine, but the one on the bottom that does front and backwards had been pulled off. Strangely, so I had a little look, and you can get your hand underneath, and I won't be able to show you, I don't think. I'll give it a go and try. Look under there. I don't know what you can see. If you can see it, there's a round end to a gearbox cable that pushes onto a round knob. That had been taken off. So it was just flapping around the gear stick. But also, there doesn't appear to be a clutch pedal. Look. Just goes. It's nothing. So, what I have done is, I had a little look under the bonnet before, and there's no liquid in the brake and clutch cylinder. So I've got some .4, we're going to fill it up, and we're going to try and get a clutch back, because I need to get it moving to be able to get it onto the back of the recovery truck. So I'm going to have a mess around now, put some clutch fluid in it. In fact, you can do it with me if you want. Sorry about that, more dog walkers. So yeah, we're saying there's no clutch and brake fluid in there. It's empty, the reservoir. So all we can do is fill it up, try and bleed the clutch up. Worst case, we're going to find where the leak is. Best case, we might even get a clutch for long enough to be able to get it on the truck. So let's just have a go and see what happens. Spit a little bit. It's going somewhere. So I'll continue to fill this, give the clutch a few pumps, and I'll come back to you and I'll let you know how I'm getting on. Right, I've got to the bottom of the issue. I did put some fluid in, and it is very, very slowly going down. Now the issue is, the slave cylinder is on the front of the gearbox, down here. Let me get my torch. It's very hard to see, but you can just about make out a bit of fluid. You're never going to see it on camera down there, I don't think, but on the slave cylinder there's some fluid. So this damages obviously either snapped the same cylinder off, pulled the fitting out. I'm not too sure really, because this pipe, that pipe, is the pipe that goes to it, and you can feel it's not connected to anything. So the fluid is just very slowly dripping out the bottom of that pipe. So obviously I'm never going to get the clutch to work because it's not connected. The only way of getting to that is to remove the fan assembly, but there's no way I'm going to get that out as it is right now. There's no way. We're going to have to take off this complete front end to get to that and see what the issue is. So that leaves me a problem now. How do I get this car onto my truck there with no winch on the truck? Do I put it in gear, crank it over and just try and run it up and hope for the best, or do I just release the handbrake and go Dukes of Hazzard style and hope that once it's on I can stop quick enough before I run into the cab of my truck, because it is wet as well. So they're the options. What should I do? I'll have a think about it and I'll come back to you shortly. Well, what do you think of that then? I didn't expect it to go as well as it did actually. All I wanted to do was get some pressure off this slot here, just to get a bit of room around this fan. And I'm going to try to get this fan out now. Then we can see exactly what's wrong down at the slave cylinder. So I brought some tools over. Let's start taking some screws out, and hopefully after you take these top ones out, I'm hoping it's going to slide up. There's no coolant in it, so it don't matter about taking that off. I'll get some bits off, let you know how I'll get on. Okay guys, got to the bottom of the issue. I decided to have another go pulling the crash bar a little bit. Got a little bit too excited and ripped it straight off. So it just literally broke straight off the welds. So it doesn't matter, it's got to be changed. But yeah, that's why it's not on now. Just started dismantling bits, taking bits off. That's top of the front panel, until literally I could get the fan out. And now I've got the fan out, you can see that's just snapped straight off. And that's why the clutch ain't working. It's a shame. So what we're going to have to do, probably go and pick up one of these tubes tomorrow, come back, fit it, and then we should be able to drive it onto the car, onto the truck. So I'll get this fitting out of here and we'll have a look at it, see exactly what it is. Alright guys, it's the next day. This was the offending article. Luckily it's not that long, but that's a yellow fitting is there. So I've had to take the battery out, the battery tray, battery box, and I've got the new pipe fit now. So throw this all together and we'll have a go at bleeding this clutch up. Alright guys, we got there in the end. Got the clutch bled up. I just pumped it myself. It come up in the end. Gearbox works fine. And we eventually got it on the loader. So it's over where I store a few vehicles now. Ready to go in the unit once the Monte Carlo's out. Then we can pull it apart and have a good look and see exactly what we need parts wise. But it runs fine. So the engine's moved forwards now away from the bulkhead, so that's fine. Like I said, gearbox is fine. So yeah, alright, okay. So yeah, from no gears, no clutch to run and drive. Pretty quick. The pipe cost £41 from Peugeot, but I needed to get it shifted off that street because I had someone came down the day before, yesterday. The first day I was messing with it and started giving me some grief about it, so I had to just get on with it and get it out of there. But it's in a safe place now, out of the way. Won't bother anyone here. Alright guys, that's it for this one. So we got it on the loader, got it into storage. So the next video I think is either going to be on the Monte Carlo or the C250. I'm either going to flat off the C250, the bonnet and wing, or I'm going to put the Monte Carlo part together because we've got most of the parts for that now. But anyway, it's raining now, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you as always for watching. If you do like this content, please do subscribe to the channel, give it a good thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.